Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. As you can see, we've had a chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Now it's Haaland. That looks a cracking ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, what a ball! So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias. A proper defender. Someone who does the simple things well. Very well, in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the day. A good leader, too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's in a great position here. Spread it left. Alaba gets over and intercepts. Chooses to go crossfield. Marmouche. Now it's Reinders. Threads one in. And the through ball. Rudiger kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe chasing after it. And he's there to retrieve it. Ceballos has got himself a free kick. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Marmouche. Great vision. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Marmouche! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And we have our very first corner. There's no sort of quality on that, Guardiol. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And now they can spring out of defence. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Stones getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Courtois claims comfortably.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. It's Kovacic! Camavinga. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Haaland. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Haaland. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Vardiol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been slipped through. Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Tchouameni, Kovacic. Nicely weighted ball. Out for a throw. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Marmouche. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri. Marmouche. And the counter is on. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now, can they get him away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Bellingham. Stones. And that's gone loose. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's having a go. Now, who's going to... That's another chance! And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Can he get it through? Rodri. Now it's Reinders. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. And Marmouche! Oh, taken with style. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Reinders. And he's intervened well there. Vinicius Junior. Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Marmouche.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. Bellingham. Camavinga. And that has not gone well. Kovacic. This is promising. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Bellingham. And it's been played through. And the shot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking to play him in. That's going to go a long way. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores.
And he skips past his man. And it's Camavinga. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Camavinga really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Corner number 2 then. Reinders with the short one. Vinicius Junior going vertical. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Bellingham.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he was quick to react. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Camavinga. Chance! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Bellingham. Chouameni. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross flung in towards the middle. Only partially clear. There's official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Could move up a gear here. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Haaland. This might spell... And Marmouche! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
El dorsal 7.
And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Madrid succeeded in minimising the damage caused by their numerical disadvantage.
Well, the biggest compliment I can...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace and...
Chance, surely! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
Oh, what has happened here?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Matheus Nunes. Marmouche knocks it into space. Ceballos. Ruben Dias. Ceballos. Chouameni. Camavinga. This is promising. Look at this chance! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Reinders. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Kovacic. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kovacic is fouled. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bips and the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Ceballos goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland aims beyond the defence. And the shot's on here. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kovacic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a smartly directed ball. Really fierce, close defending. It's a searching pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Haaland. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. In with the challenge. Madrid have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Looking for a runner. That looks a cracking ball. Haaland! Haaland! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Pass somewhat off target. And the shot! And he hits the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Haaland threads one in. Guardiol. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Ake can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Kovacic.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Ceballos. And here's Marmoush. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. Rodri. Tries to play it through. And the half-time whistle goes. And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rodri. Marmoush. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played. Mendy. Great vision. And it's Ceballos. He's through here. Chance for a shot! No mistake! The second half sparks straight into life. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking...
And he shoots! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. Ceballos. Marmoush. Not the most accurate pass. Just about up to the... He's having a go! Oh, that was venomous. Well-timed, excellent interception. Haaland. Now it's Kovacic. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Reinders. Marmoush looking to add to his goal. Eder Militao spots it, and it's Kovacic! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that, and he's away. Decent chance! It's in! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Another throw-in. Crosses it in here. And he's cut it out. Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's ruffled a few feathers, but... Mbappe! Danger averted for now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
He's having a... Marmoush! Fantastic from Marmoush! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Foden. Foden. Alaba cuts it out. Camavinga. That's a shade optimistic. Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. So there's going to be another change here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's away! Reinders. That's a sharp pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
No luck with that dink over the top. Kamavinga. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? They've done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that's that. Madrid did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And with that, it's time for me. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like bullish header! Oh, killer! It's in!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking for the run, might be danger here. Shoots! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's just beyond his reach. Passing is crisp and... Can he finish? He has done it! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. He's having a shot! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Out to the left it goes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely worked. He's a sharp little ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. Lovely feet. Threads one in. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Marmouche. And he was quick to react. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Ceballos. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played into the middle. And he's cut it out. Marmouche. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's being urged to shoot. Haaland gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's well spotted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Marmoush given the lift of his goal. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee has just said play on. Great vision. Well, that has not gone well. Ruben Dias. Marmoush. Haaland has a shot! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Over to the left. Mendy. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Nice sequence of passes this. And it's Ceballos. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Marmoush! Fantastic from Marmoush! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So now the difference is 3. And it's half-time here.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que guarden cola de forma ordenada si van a hacer uso de nuestros puestos de comida.
So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement. Kovacic is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. Kovacic. Reinders. Oh, nicely intercepted. Eder Militao. That's been slipped through. Rodri. And it's Reinders. Played back into the centre. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in plenty of space here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played, well played. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Marmoush. Kovacic. Haaland. Ceballos. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Caught offside that time. Vinicius Junior stood up well to him there. Now it's Haaland. That's a good foot in there. And it's Camavinga. No way through. The referee's awarded a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now, can they get him away? Delivery from Mbappe, brilliantly cut out. And there's the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Kovacic, Matheus Nunes, he's got away. Oh, nice touch. No way through, so back it comes. It's made its way to shapes to shoot. They've got to be quick to recover this. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Short changes him with that pass. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking tidy in possession here, and he's worked it through. And this is Kovacic. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ceballos. Now it's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Reinders. They're back in possession and ready to go again. 5 minutes left on the clock. Vinicius Junior. Ake can get it clear.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Camavinga, foot in. Kovacic. And no, that was never going to make it. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Haaland.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves.
And that's it. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bellingham! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Haaland. That has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. Alaba promptly onto that, and that is that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
He's played it long. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Haaland. Vinicius Junior. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Marmouche. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vinicius Junior. Kovacic. Ceballos. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kovacic. Marmouche knocks it into space. Great ball. Marmouche! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Ake did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Short changes him with that pass. Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Marmouche. Kovacic. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's cut it out. Ceballos. And now the breakaway. He's picked his way through. Ake does well to get it back. Great vision. Good ball. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. He can get that clear. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, perfectly measured that. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a little off target. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Un minuto de descuento.
We are into overtime. Rodri. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Marmouche. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's a throw-in. Haaland, who's set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior, and it's Ceballos. Stones defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Kovacic. No way through, so back it comes. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Marmouche is offering a right smile there.
And it's been taken short. Madrid have the chance to go. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And Marmouche! Denied by an instinctive save.
Marmouche actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Reinders plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Marmouche. And he's there to get it away.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's searching through. Mbappe! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now this could be a chance. That's been cut out, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Plays it in low. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Marmoush.
Marmoush really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Stones calmly anticipates. Oh, that's ambitious. Now that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Marmoush. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Haaland. Now it's Rangers. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Foot in. Bernardo Silva.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Bernardo Silva. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Vardiol. He's in a great position here. And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.